Hello, all my dear fellow Geminis. How are you? I hope that you are celebrating our sign all month. And I want to thank all of you for your patience. My birthday was Monday. My solar return was Sunday. We started celebrating Saturday. So I needed about 2 days to recover. Which is why I'm doing these forecasts on June 1st. So happy birthday to my fellow Gemini friends. This is, by the way, my favorite shirt of all time. I save it for major events. And so I'm just wishing you the kind of birthday that I had. I had a terrific birthday and solar return. So happy birthday. Couple of announcements. My book, now that I've cast it, what do I do with it? Some of you have already ordered a copy, but now it's an ebook. You can get it on Kindle as well. I've updated it and put in much more information. In fact, an entire chapter on the north node and south node of the moon. So I hope you enjoy it. Changing subjects on you real quick. I know you got your seatbelt fastened. I know all Geminis, if I have done a Take Back Your Life session with you, I am now offering Take Back Your Money. The Take Back Your Life session, what I found is the framework, the groundwork. It's mind-blowing. Okay, in 3 hours, you see your whole life pattern and you've gotten rid of it and you've rewritten it. And then you start practicing living in the new story. What I saw was we can take back your romance, your career, your health, any subject. And money is really important now for everybody. I've done several sessions and it is blowing people out of the frame. Yes, I am working on a book, Take Back Your Money, but I'm offering it to everybody I've worked with on YouTube. If I've done Take Back Your Life, you are in line, if you choose to be, to create more money for yourself. Just let me know, okay? All right, so let's look at our forecast and how appropriate. Look at sun's going into the second house. I know. I planned it. All right. First of all, let's talk about Mars and Jupiter. Mars, the red planet, is passion. The 11th house is of friends and group activities and humanitarian projects. Wherever Mars is what we'll fight with or fight for. It's what we throw ourselves into and make number one. So your friends, my friends, all our friends, very important to us. And even more so because Jupiter, the great benefic, is sitting there expanding our friendship circle. Isn't this wonderful? Have you reconnected with old friends? Are you involved in philanthropic organizations or communication organizations that help people? This is the I am a disguised Aquarian house. And we do, whenever anything's in your 11th house, even a solar chart, you have to look around. You just automatically, after it's instinctive, you're saying, am I crazy or is the world crazy? Well, it ain't you, honey. It's the world. So touch base with your dear friends and make more of them. Now, Mercury and Venus have been and are going to stay in that 12th house for a while. That's all right, though. Don't let it unsettle you. Mercury has been retrograde. Everybody knows it. That's our ruling planet. We who were born under the sign Gemini. It will go direct on June 4th. And things start getting tense just before Mercury goes direct. I don't know if you have noticed this over the years. Some of you have, of course, because you're astrology students or practitioners. But try to avoid all altercations. Don't take a stand for something just because you want to be right. In other words, it's just too easy with Mercury in line to move forward, to say the wrong thing. It is, after all, the planet of communication, and it is our ruling planet. So avoid confrontation, avoid arguing. I was trying to dance around it, but you know what I'm saying. Just wait until after the 4th. And then if it's still an issue, then that's a whole different story. Now, after it goes direct, it moves into the shadow, and it stays there till June 18th. And when it's in the shadow, as you know, it feels like Mercury is retrograde. You could swear it's retrograde. It's not, but it feels that way. And I use the post-retrograde shadow as the time to tie up the loose ends that I was unable to do so during the retrograde. It's like a second chance. And it happens 3 times a year after Mercury goes direct. So take advantage of that. All right, so Mercury is in the 12th house, and you're not necessarily sharing your thoughts with other people, but the 12th house is ruled by Pisces. It is the house of the subconscious. And so you may find that you're a little foggy. That fear not. On the 13th, Mercury moves into the 1st house, and honey, you are talking about yourself. You're thinking about yourself. You're speaking your mind. And I think that's cool. I really do. Because whatever you put your attention on grows. And it's time for Geminis, all of us, to put our attention on ourselves. Hey, it happens once a year, right? Go for it. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, has been and will stay in our solar 12th house. And so our love nature is very, very strong. And your love life might have an element of privacy to it. Maybe you've met somebody and you just don't want to talk about it with your girlfriends. You know what I mean? But you will love, because that's Venus is love, your solitude, your privacy. I noticed with myself, whenever I have stuff in the 12th, even if it's just the transiting moon, I don't want people bothering me. It's a time to hole up, maybe if only just to watch some great TV or whatever, but I want my solitude and privacy. And so we're going to want that. Mercury, as I said, will move into the 1st house, and you'll be ready to talk about yourself and focus on you on the 13th. Venus on the 22nd. And that's the time to beautify yourself. Have you been thinking about a new hairdo, a tattoo, new makeup? That's Venus in the 1st. And the beauty of Venus in the 1st is that you are able to love yourself, which is what you want to be able to do, because you are love. We are God in physical form, and God is love. And here comes Venus moving into our solar 1st house on the 22nd. And when you love you, everybody else loves you. I'm just saying. Now, the sun, the giver of life, has been sitting in our first house because it's in Gemini, and that's our first house. And so the giver of life is healing. You're able to put your attention on yourself, maybe take a stand for yourself, but you feel good about yourself. On the 21st, the day before Venus moves into our first house, the sun moves into our second house of money. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So it brings gifts of money. It's new ways of creating income, things, tangible assets. Are you thinking of buying a car? Do you want to, whatever you want, the sun says, allow me to help you. Don't you love it? Now, we have a full moon on the 14th in 23 Sag. It's in our second house of partnership or the public. Do you deal with the public? Okay. Remember, you've got this strong need for solitude and privacy. And here comes the full moon that says, get out there and be with people. The world wants you. And you could meet somebody very special because this is the public. If you're already involved in a relationship, you will be able to put your attention on your partner because they're putting their attention on themselves and you're going along with the program. And then the new moon on the 28th is in our second solar house. Can you stand it? On the new moon, things start growing. That's our money. Hallelujah. And so I hope you enjoy June. And I hope that you will join me next time when I do our forecast and spend time with my fellow Geminis. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Goodbye for now, my dear friends.